Torts, how much are you hoping that maybe just a little break yesterday and the guys getting to be on the road together will morph into coming out here and getting a good start tonight?
Oh, we had a good start in Jersey. What are you trying to say?
I'm just trying to say, do you think a break can be good right here?
Yeah,
on the road break.
Break, practice, whatever. We'll be ready to play. Yeah.
John, last game, I know that you weren't thrilled with a part of the second period where you guys were trading chances, but outside of that, was that a good example of what you're always talking about? You know, when you can play defense, you can also play offense. You don't have to just sit back.
Yeah, no, we didn't sit back, but we just second period. I think the chances were we had 13, but they had 9, and I think it was an easier game for them to play for those 8 or 9 minutes in that period, and they scored. They capitalized on their chances. They're a skilled team. We have to play the way we need to play, and we got back to it in the third period. Developed a number of chances. But again, the story in the game, as I watched the tape yesterday, Blackwood was fantastic. Yeah. That's the story in that game. But we just have to remember who we are all the time and play to that. And we'll be ready to go tonight.
Well, playing without Jones, has it felt different than playing without other big guys that have come out? So when you lose Corpusalo, when you lose Atkinson,
No.
when you lose
No.
Anderson, does it feel any different?
No, we're playing the same type of game. You know, I mean, Jonesy's Jonesy, but we can't think of it that way. We have very capable people. I think when a guy like Jones does go out, it just talks of being even that much better as a team. And that's what we have to continue to strive to do.
How much of a benefit has been to see Kevin Stenlund progress the way he has at center?
Yeah, he's a center because I played him at wing on a number of call-ups, and we've put him at center. I think he's probably one of our most consistent power play guys. I think he sees the ice in a power play that I thought was very good, although it didn't score. It was probably one of our the tempo of it and the cadence of it was so much better in Jersey. Stens is a big part of that. It's been through this situation that the team's gone through, it's been a great view at what we have within our minor league team, within our depth. Stens has put himself in a spot to where, hey, look who he's playing with right now, and he deserves to be there.
He went back to Cleveland for a little bit and came back. Did that little reset help him? Did he come back as a little bit better player?
No, I just think he feels more comfortable. I think Stens has put the work in before his last call-ups, and I don't think being sent down and called up again is why he's playing better. I think guys just start feeling more comfortable, not as maybe tentative at certain times. That's a big body up the middle of the ice. You know, my thing with him is I think we need to stay on top of him and being ready to play every shift. It's a little bit, to me, it's a little bit of his personality, a laid-back guy, and that's my job as a coach, to make sure he's playing every shift. We're certainly going to ask him to concentrate more at a different level of conditioning during the off-season to maybe pick up a step. But he's improved, and he's put himself in a nice situation in the organization.
How much guys that moves better maybe than it looks like he's moving.
Oh yeah. He's a guy that he gets there. You know, I still think as he feels more comfortable in the league, I think anticipation skills, and that's just thinking the game quicker, adds a step to a player. I think that's going to help him. I think it's helped him this round up with us. I think conditioning is a huge part of it for players because that's one thing they can control. That's something he needs to continue to be better at. And I think you couple a number of things and just being comfortable, I think he will be quicker. But he's very deceiving as far as where he gets to on the ice.
How much extra work, if any, have you had to put in to keep these guys from feeling sorry for themselves with all the losses and as much as you have faced?
You know what, Jay? We haven't. We got a good group. You know, in the last 31 games, I think we've had 4 losses without points. We found our way as far as gathering points. Last little while, the overtime losses and stuff like that, I think the games are there for us, haven't found our way. I think we've beaten ourselves a little bit in certain situations. But as far as coming in the next day and what their attitude is, really haven't done much talking about it. We got a good group and I think has really bonded and just the camaraderie of some of the things that were talked about at the beginning of the year, of what we were going to be as a team, and some of the things that people expected to happen when we did have some of the injury problems that we do have. As I've told my guys for the past couple of weeks, it's a great learning experience for me to really see what a team can do playing as a team versus free agents and star players and attitudes and entitlement and all that comes with it. We are who we are, and I think our guys have really understood that. I give them a lot of credit, and you know, who knows where it goes, but I know we'll have the right attitude approaching these games.
Was that going to be the approach that you guys had to take to this season, regardless of the injuries anyway, coming into this year, that you playing as a team and that kind of thing, or do you think that the injuries sort of, you know, prompted?
Well, I think at the beginning of the year, we knew we had to change, and I've told you this. Why do you keep asking me this? Because I told you this from the beginning of the year on. We had to change our concentration as far as how we had to really play well in front of our goalies, because I was concerned about 2 young goalies and a team that had some departures. And so we did have to not change our style, but change a concentration of where we are when we don't have the puck. And we have worked on that from day one this year. And that's more mental than X's and O's on the board in practice. It's more of thinking about where you need to be when you don't have the puck. But then you add up the amount of injuries that we have, that bonds you even more. And yeah, so we got to take it one day at a time. That's all we can do. And as I told you the other day, no matter what happens, if we get spanked tonight, we can't lose our confidence. You got to come in the next day and get on top of yourself and get ready to play the next game. Because if we lose that belief, we're screwed. And that's what I really have respected and quite honestly learned as far as what athletes can do if there's a belief.
Are they maintaining that same level of confidence, John, coming through periods where you have 55 shots and not as many of them are finding the back of the net as you want to?
Yeah, they felt good about a number of things that happened in the game. And you'll have to ask them, but they can't get down about that game. The part for me that was frustrating to me is I think we lost our aggressiveness in the 3-on-3. And we were just so in between there. I think we were trying to get Elvis assists. And I asked him today, did you have a meeting, say let's get Elvis a couple of points? Because we spent more pucks passed to him than to one another. We need to get on, if we get in that situation, we need to get back on the attack. We need to make the same plays that we're making 5-on-5 as far as getting out of our end zone 3-on-3. I know it's a different situation, but we were in reverse in that 3-on-3, and that was the most frustrating part to me of that game.
You get some guys in new roles in that. Was there tentativeness? Did you see?
Well, there's some guys that haven't played it, you know, at this level, and you need to have an understanding about that. But you know, what the hell? Let's just go play. And we don't talk about all the things that have gone on with our team within the group. I have to talk about it with you guys because you asked the questions. We don't talk about it in the room, and we just go and play. They're like tonight. I know there's an emphasis. It's Philly. They're right on you, and it's 2 games. This is another game for us. We've lived in this world forever as far as important games. This is another one, and that's how we're going to approach it.
Did Gavrikov out as the first defenseman out in overtime?
Mm-hmm.
Is that just a response to Zach's turnover in
No, no, Sully's call, Sully's call. I'm thinking of Mike Sullivan, my other assistant. Shaw, I just talked to Sully today. Shawzy's call. That's old age, man. No, Shawzy's call. And Gavi has, as I've told you, Gavi has shown a tremendous, it's something that wasn't told to me, and I'm not sure even if our guys knew about it. He has a really good feel as far as the offensive part of the game. And but he was another one that we want him to go. We want, if you're out there, let's go. And we just don't want to back off in that type of situation. And yeah, so.
Bobby Bullen tonight.
Yeah.
Had that one coming.
What's that?
There's Leakins tonight.
Yeah, Elvis is in that, yes.
Any other
change?
changes?
No other changes.